Yep, it's the day we gather and ship calves. So getting up at 4:30, grabbing some breakfast, and getting my ranch boss full of coffee, and of course,
not nearly enough.
The hired hand, one of them, and the other one's back there trying to make a bed. There they are. It's a good thing they all work for cheap, because it's not looking good for these calves market-wise. We've talked about this before. So another year has gone past, and just when you think last year was tough, this year got tougher. But you know what? We're better people than that. We don't give up. So stick with us today. We'll kind of go through a little bit of what we did, or what we're gonna do, I guess, and follow you through, maybe even to sale day tomorrow. Well, we're starting to gather, and Braden is home. He got off of a off-district fire. He'd been on, I think, 16 days, and he is horseback this morning, so nobody gets any kind of a rest here. But you can't really see him, but that ball of fire is not in the sky very high, and it looks to me like he's got most of the cattle over there. I've come up on a different pasture here, different section, and there's another section that's off to our left that there's nothing over in there. But looks to me like he gets to do all the work this morning. I'm not opposed to that. You can see, you may be able to hear some bawling and hollering. Probably can't see too well, but I can see him. I can hear him. So I'm gonna have to get down there and help him out. All right, Bray's got everybody in here. So now it's time for us to set some corrals up and sort cows and calves, and keep the calves back so we can haul them over, dump them out, resort into steers and heifers, so we can take some back for possible replacements, some for butcher steers, and then the rest go to market. And Braden's just sorted some calves out from some cows, bringing them down in, squeezing them in this little alleyway. All right, and go back for some more. And we got the lovely ranch boss on the important job of the gate sort.
The job I don't like.
She hates this job because if you make a mistake, everybody gets mad. Except me. I am understanding. All right. Got a cow and a calf together. Better to keep a cow in than letting the calf out, though. That's okay. So he's going to make another sort. And you'll notice these calves are calm, hanging here with their mothers, low stress. Make them move nice and quietly. And we're going to kind of get behind this post here to hide from the calves. That one's got milk all over its face.
It's like one cow left. Two. Oh yeah, I see it in the corner.
Got a couple there, and he's going to try to cut the cow back and get the calf to move forward. Can't do it necessarily. So, and it's a pair, so they don't want to move from each other too much. There we go. Look at that. Stuck right in there, nice and patient. Cow turns back. Now you can force the calf in. Very good. And all, no stress to them. Light handling. easy to do. Much easier on these cattle this way than to ram and jam and scream and holler. And these cows are smart. They figure out where out is, and they'll start trying to make a break for the gate, and just like that, they're kind of sorting themselves. You just hold those calves back and you're good. I think he's only got a couple more cows in there with a whole bunch of calves, which makes for a nice sort. Easy one.
Uh-oh, we have a cat.
Okay. There we go. And there's where your gate person made the sort. Nice job. Good. Ranch boss wins again. Bunch of calves in. There, look at him. They're all wanting to move together like a bunch of bumblebees. So we'll step out of the way here. So we're kind of hidden. So they move a little bit easier. If they see you, then they'll stop. And just natural being in their way. And if you give them a place where they want to go, or even neutral about it, instead of someplace they don't want to go, that makes that handling to these guys a whole lot easier. And you notice he's nice and quiet, and they're not sure what to do, but they've seen cows leave it, they've seen others leave it, and everything's okay. So I think they're kind of neutral about it. But if they were to have bad things happen up here, there's a fight, and it's high stress and low production and not what we want. So here comes Cal. And that doesn't matter whether he's bringing one cow or three. It's a whole process of just getting these cattle separated, because it's a small pen, it takes time, but ultimately it takes less time to take your time than it does to try to hurry stuff. There you go, he's doing it.
Keep going.
Bray's cutting these out just exactly like he should. Just looking at how he's working in a circle, letting them move themselves out, cutting them off at the appropriate time, getting in their way, backing the pressure off when he doesn't need it. He's doing a super good job of sorting. I've always liked sorting on horseback. It makes it so much easier.
Good girl.
So much more tools that you got at your disposal. Just the size of you and your presence. That horse's presence really helps you out. Notice how he's just being kind of quiet. Eases up there a step or two at a time. Let them kind of start to move, and then he can work in there. And there you go. Drive him around from one side to the other. Take him where you want him to go. Again, it looks like he's not doing much, but he's doing a lot. Patience, letting those cattle start to move, determine whether they're going to stay back or a couple of them going to break and go on their own, and that's exactly what they've done. A couple of them coming in. Very nice. So we loaded up some of these calves and are bringing them over to the main place, and we got some of them there. The rest of them are right here. Then we will sort them using some better corrals. What we had over there is just kind of makeshift corrals that we've made do because it's lease property, and put a little bit of money into it, but I'm sure not going to build a full set of corrals there. And this should be all of them. We're going to have just short of 50 head of calves here. And then we'll start sorting off and take to market.
So here we have put a part of the calf herd into the alleyway. Brandon and Braden are separating steers and heifers from one another so that we can have them separated for the sale yard. And so this is just a slow, tedious boy-girl separation. Brandon and Braden looking through the heifers that we've got to decide which ones to keep and and which ones go to sale.
You already got her, right?
Yeah, that's 86.
86, okay.
And why did you pick her?
Well, because Braden picked her
Okay.
when we branded. 93.
Do you want to tell me why? Okay. So what are you looking at?
These two here, at 93, Braden was looking at her. She's pretty long. Yeah, not really. She's a little narrow on the hind end, isn't she? This one's a little bit better calf. Look how long she is. What do her feet look like? At number 80.
Doing a final look at
We're looking
the
at
chosen heifers. Go ahead, Brandon.
that might be her. Not 56. So we're looking for number 64. The last minute we thought she might be a good prospect. So we're gonna see if she looks better than some of the other ones. There she is. Alright, let's compare her. Might she better than 73?
Yeah.
Well, I think she is. I think you're right. So let's exchange her for 73. 73 is probably the shortest back one in the bunch here.
Yeah, she's a little bit
A
smaller.
little smaller. So let's kick 73 back out and keep 64 in her place.
The ranch dog.
Braden sorting off these steers to go to town to market from the couple we're going to keep for butcher steers for people who want to buy locally. And yellow 80, here's the two we want. All right, so these two come in here and they will winter with the heifers and get fat. Put them on grass next spring, like everybody else, and then we'll put a finish on them, custom finish for somebody. Time to load them up into load and shoot. Come on, kids. Come on. There we go. There we go, boys. There we go, boys. Load on up.
Come on. Let's go, kids. Let's go. That's a
Somebody look and find the hole. Find the hole. There we go. Come on, kids. He's like, there's green grass in here. Let's eat that. Come on, boys. Let's go. Come on, boys. There we go. Come on, steers. Come on, steers. Come on, steers. Hip, 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 hip. Let's go. Let's go, kids. Let's go.
That's it. That's
File right up in there. There we go.
Come
You're
on,
gonna have to
guys.
kick the gate.
Let's go.
That's a little rude of you. Come on, boys.
Turn around, boys.
Follow one and the other up there. Let's go. Not backwards, you doorknob.
Come on.
Oh, it's got to be one in every bunch. There we go. Easier to bring him back out and then turn them all around. There we go. All right, kids, come on. He's just going to back right around in there again. Come on, kids. Shh, 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 shh. Come on. Hip. Hip. Come on. Move around. Move around. There we go. Turn around.
Pull that way. There you go.
Follow the leader. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody here in the right direction. Turn the right way. Come on. Hip, 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 hip. Hit up there.
Come on.
Hit up there. Hip, hip, hip. Shh.
Come on.
Shh.
Go.
Come on, kids. Let's go.
Here we are. Sorry, you can't smell it.
All right, boys, let's go. Come on, boys. Come on. Find your way out. There we go. Everybody's nice and orderly.
Good bread, pre-condition, $9.47, $1.45, $9.45, 1, 2, 3, 34, $44, $1.45, $9.45, get a half, anybody down half, $1.45, down $5, say it down hand, I say it's at a hand, down hand, 47, down hand, hand, 7 down hand, 147.50, 7 at a hand, gotta go down hand, 7 at a hand, total 147, 4 by 33. Yes, sir. Hashknife steers right here. Well, they're good steers too right here. Down there, totally pre-conditioned, worm, mineral, salt, a whole ball of wax right here. Down to 64 down low. $1.64 to $1, 1, 2 to $2 down to $1.61 to $2. Mike down 62, totally pre-conditioned down 62. $1.61 2 down 62 to $2 3 down 3. $1.63 4 5. I said, $1.60 said down 7 down 7 to $7 down 7 down 7 to $7 down 7 $167 down 7 to $1 give a half down 7 to 7 down hand 67 to the hand 8 down to the 8 down hand hit a hand to $1.68 a hand 9 down 69 to $9 down 9 hand not a hand $1.60 down a hand to the hand not a hand to the hand 9 and a hand 9.50 there down hand. So 169.77 on 5.
Well, normally I give you my thoughts to the sale right afterwards, but a lot to digest there. Obviously I'm back at the ranch, and a couple of things, several things. You know, we've talked about this all year long. That the drought, not a lot of grass. Well, grass we did have was impacted very sharply by grasshoppers. Everybody's included in that. I mean, the whole northwest area of the U.S. is in kind of tough shape. So markets are a little bit upside down because you got a lot of cattle going to market. You can't feed them. Price of hay's high because you can't feed them because there's no grass. So, you know, we took 16 head of pairs in earlier, and then this little bunch here, and it's tough. You'll notice the weights of these calves were down, and we're used to making right at 600-pound calves, and they were off by, I thought they'd run about, by my eyeball, about 560. I was wrong. They're 553 of the, 5 to 7 pounds off. Heifers were a lot lighter, but you'll notice the heifers, it's a little bit misleading because we did keep 10 of the best heifers back. We're making a huge gamble. Just being in this business is a gamble, but I'm trying to maintain this herd as well as I can. So we sold all of the older cows off and are going to try to hold on to some younger stock. That way we don't have to make a lot of replacements year after year. Maybe we can skip a couple of years and make up on this loss. Still a loss. We're trying to stop the bleeding a little bit or slow it down, put a tourniquet on it. and but we're still bleeding. So we'll see how this works. We're going to change a little bit of strategy on how we do some of the steers. But one of the things you'll notice is those the heifers were about 60 pounds lighter than the steers were, which is a lot. Now, we're used to being 35, 40 pounds average lighter, and that's what taking some of the best ones out. So you could probably average about 25 to 30 pounds if we'd have had all of the heifers in there. What you didn't see in the very beginning of that, I had to stop the auctioneer. He started bidding on these or calling for bids on these heifers that they showed first, and I had to stop him. I said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! These have had all of their shots of preconditioning. That's what this sale was about. It was supposed to be a incentive for the buyers to purchase cattle that's already been preconditioned, had all their shots, and kind of explains what you do to them through the year." And he wasn't going to do that, or skipped his mind or something, so I had to stop. And I think I paid a little bit of a price for that, because we were 22 cents a pound less for a lot lighter weight calf, which a lighter weight should go for a little bit more money than we were on these steers. So, don't know whether the buyers made them mad because they stopped it, or he hurried it. I don't think he hurried it too much, but normally 8 to 10 cents is a big jump in difference from your heifers to your steers, and 22 is a little excessive. So coming up the road for an hour and a half, kind of seething under my collar, but knowing that there's nothing you can do about it. A lot of this is market driven, and our state of having a lot of grasshoppers, heat will knock weight off cattle too. So altogether, the only thing that we could have had that would have been worse is if a disease or something that would have went through them. So everything is kind of upside down. Anyway, that's another year. Hope you enjoyed the ride along.